Hi crypto enthusiast, today I want to talk to you about the power of liquidity. Courtesy from Parables. In recent months, the financial markets have experienced increased volatility, and much of the discussion has centered around liquidity and monetary tightening. Bloomberg Intelligence's senior macro strategist, Mike McGlone, recently warned of difficult conditions ahead for cryptocurrencies due to decreasing liquidity in the markets. You may be wondering, what exactly is liquidity, and why is it so important? Let me put it in easy words. Liquidity refers to the ease with which an asset can be bought or sold without significantly affecting its price. The more liquid an asset, the easier it is to trade without impacting its value. Central banks and regulators play a critical role in ensuring the liquidity of financial markets. In the U.S., for example, the Federal Reserve has a range of tools it can use to inject liquidity into the economy, such as buying bonds or providing loans to banks. This can help support the functioning of financial markets and prevent a liquidity crisis from turning into a wider economic downturn. Recently, though, central banks have been publicly tightening monetary policy by raising interest rates while engaging in quantitative easing behind the scenes. For example, during the winter energy crisis in Europe, central banks were printing money to subsidize energy costs to prevent inflation from rising even more dramatically while at the same time raising interest rates to remove liquidity. In the world of finance, liquidity is crucial for the smooth functioning of the economy. When investors want to buy or sell assets, they rely on the availability of a liquid market to facilitate their trades. For example, in a liquid market, it's easier to find someone willing to sell you tokens at a price you're willing to pay, and the transaction can be completed quickly and efficiently. Example of the power of liquidity is the ongoing banking crisis. Just this week we spoke with a senior analyst at Deutsche Bank who revealed that they're expecting more problems to emerge from Credit Suisse. Should this happen, it would undoubtedly plunge the markets into further chaos and trigger another wave of liquidity flowing out of banks and into other markets. Investors are already starting to hedge their positions in anticipation of the potential bad news. Overall, liquidity is a crucial component of financial markets. In an increasingly complex and interconnected financial system, its importance is only likely to grow, making it essential for investors, policymakers, and regulators alike to understand and monitor its impact. While the potential of blockchain technology is revolutionary, the idea of crypto being able to decouple from the mainstream financial markets remains idealistic at best. The present turbulence is likely to continue for a few more months, and it's important to understand that without liquidity, there's no fuel to drive the next bull run. As Parables continues to develop its protocol, they're keeping a watchful eye on the wider macroeconomic conditions. While central banks have paused rate hikes for now, liquidity will only return in sufficient quantities to kickstart the next phase of the market cycle after they've started to cut rates. In the meantime, Parables is continuing to work on the next iteration in preparation for the months ahead. You can learn a whole lot more about liquidity and how to benefit from it by visiting Parables' website at www.parables.io. Thank you for having me today.